Hello and welcome into today's video. Today, I wanted to share with you what would happen if you were to put $100 a month into the S&P 500 for the next 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, and 40 years down the line. And I can tell you for sure that the results will blow your mind. So without further ado, let's get into it. If you're new to the S&P 500, the S&P 500 is essentially an index which tracks the 500 leading publicly traded companies in the United States. Since its inception in 1957, the average annualized rate of return that the S&P 500 has provided over the years is 10.67%. So for the purposes of this video, we'll be using 10.67% as the rate of return. As you can see, if you had put money in the S&P 500 in the 1980s, you would have made a 3,500% return on your investment by this point. With that said, let's get into the meat of the matter. What would happen if you were to put $100 a month into the S&P 500? At the end of 5 years, you will have a balance of $7,800, where your deposit would have been $6,000. So as you can see, out of your net worth, 24% of that money will be coming just from interest. Now, even more interesting, let's go into 10 years. At the end of 10 years, your balance would have been $20,000, with your deposit being only $12,000. And the best and the most interesting thing to note here is that out of all the money that you have now, 43% of that money is literally just coming from interest. At the end of 20 years, it gets even more interesting. Out of all the money that you would have, 69% of all that money would have come just from interest. And as you can see, the power of compound interest is now clearly being demonstrated. And your deposit is literally just $24,000. And you have made an interest, which is almost twice more than the deposit, which is extremely, extremely exciting. If you're getting value out of this video, please do give it a like. It really, really would help me out with the YouTube algorithms. Let's continue. Now, if you go into 30 years, now this is where things get very interesting. Out of the entire money that you would have, which is $237,000, 85% of that would have come through just interest. And your deposit is just $36,000. As you can see, this is almost like 7x your money. That is insane. And lastly, my favorite slide, 40 years down the line. So if you are like 20 years old today, all you need to do is put $100 a month every single month for 40 years. And at the end, your deposit would literally be just $48,000 and your total balance would have been $674,000. So as you can see in the pie chart, your 93% money would have come just from interest. That is just mind-blowing. So yeah, that is the power of compound interest. Compound interest is literally your money making interest, your interest making money, your interest making interest, and your money making money. And yeah, the sooner you start and the longer you hold, the more money you make. That's what we are saying here, where your money works for you. I really hope you got some value out of this video. If you did, all I ask in return is for you to smash that like button down below, which will really help me out with the YouTube algorithm. Also, if you want to learn how to save and invest money, make sure you subscribe to this channel because I'll be posting a lot more videos like this going forward. So with that said, thank you for sticking until the end. Have a great day and I'll see you in the next one.